Good morning. Well, I'm pleased to announce that our 2025 Christmas project is Foster Village of Corpus Christi. The founder and executive director joins us today to share with us the mission and ministry of Foster Village. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Rebecca Head Welch. Rebecca grew up in Corpus Christi, attended St. James Episcopal School and Ray High School before going to UT in Austin. She finished her education here at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Rebecca was adopted as a baby by Barbara and Hayden Head. She spent a short time in foster care before being adopted. When living in Austin, attending UT, Rebecca married Jamin Welch, also a Corpus Christi native. She and Jamin had two biological children, Caroline, now 19, and Henry, now 15. About 6 years ago, they decided they wanted to become foster parents. Over the next 6 years, they fostered 16 children. Then they adopted their son, Gray, when he was 18 months old, and their son, Hayes, when he was 2 years old. Gray is now 6, and Hayes is 4. The Welch's last foster placement was a precious little girl named Ellie. Ellie was adopted by Rebecca's dear friend and babysitter, so Rebecca feels like a grandma to Ellie. She doesn't look like a grandma, does she? Clearly, Rebecca has a deep affinity and a tender heart for children who need love and a family. She and Jamin are truly doing God's work in our midst. 2 years ago, Rebecca founded Foster Village in Corpus Christi to extend love and meaningful support to children in foster care and their caregivers. I look forward to learning more about Foster Village and how we can support the mission. So please help me welcome Rebecca Welch.
Hi guys, I am Rebecca Welch and I am so excited to be here to tell y'all about Foster Village. How many of y'all know or have heard of Foster Village Corpus Christi? Okay, good. Well, look at how much more just me being here has reached our community. That's one of the things I love about getting to talk and share what we're doing. So you kind of heard a little bit about me. I was adopted in 1981, and my birth mother did not have information on my birth father. So the state of Texas put babies like me in foster care for a couple of weeks, and it was what I like to call a grace period to make sure that biological family members didn't come forward that would like to keep you. So that's always been part of my story, and my husband and I are super lucky. We have, my oldest is 19. She's my miracle child. She was born at 24 weeks, and we were really lucky to have a little boy a couple years later. We have incredible family and tons of support, and we felt like we wanted to become foster parents and pay it forward. The way that I grew up, my mom and dad always, I was a gift as an adopted child. I always felt like my parents encouraged me to talk about that, and that was part of my story, and so it just came very natural to start fostering, and then we were fortunate enough to adopt. We've had 16 kiddos in our home in 6 years. It's crazy. My mother-in-law is here, so she can account for that. She is one of my main village members. but it's been wonderful. And we moved back to Corpus about 3 years ago and took a placement of a little girl. While we lived in Austin, there was an organization called Foster Village there that gave a lot of support. As a foster parent, you can feel isolated, you can feel alone, you can feel a lack of community. And this just kind of wrapped itself around my husband and I and sustained us 6 years and 16 kids later. And we got placed with this little girl, and I, within the first 3 months, had this feeling of, what's missing here? And I ended up calling my mentor who founded Foster Village Austin, and she said, oh, I've just been waiting for you to call. Since you told me you were moving, she knew that I would come down here and realize the need. So the Texas foster care system works based in regions, kind of like counties. Y'all know counties in Texas. Some are enormous and some are tiny. Our county is South San Antonio to Laredo. So there is a huge need in Region 11, in our region. So I was so excited to start Foster Village Corpus Christi. But the name doesn't just mean Corpus. We outreach to Region 11. I go to the Valley, and I'm hoping that by making trips down there, somebody in the Valley sees and catches on. I am the 13th affiliate in the United States, which is really amazing because this idea is taking off. We fundraise all on our own, but as an affiliate, we have incredible resources and mentorship. That can look like several different things that I'll tell you. So we have 3 pillars at Foster Village Corpus Christi. We equip, we connect, and we advocate. Equip looks like different things. One of the things that we offer, so we serve everyone in the child welfare system. Sorry, let me just say that. That can look like a kinship. Kinship can be an aunt or a grandma that's taking children. It can look like a foster parent. It can look like a bio parent getting their kids back. We want to fill in the gaps that are not being served in the Texas foster care system. So by equipping, one of the things that we do is we have welcome packs. A welcome pack is new socks, it's new undies, it's new shoes, and it's new PJs. And then it's either new or very gently used clothing to get them through about a week. We want to take that stress off the first couple days of a placement and help that foster child feel dignity, not alone. Several of our kids come with nothing. Several of our kids, whatever they come with is missized or dirty. We want them to feel safe. And this is also a huge benefit to a foster parent who doesn't even know what it's going to look like to take that kid into Target or Walmart, and if that's going to be a trauma situation. So we also provide car seats, strollers, cribs, bunk beds, and I love being back in Corpus because of the community involvement. Cantwell Mattress is currently matching us. Anytime we send bunk beds, they get brand new mattresses. And it has been so incredible to see that gift go out into the community. So Equip is a huge part of what we do. But I think one of the most amazing things is the connection piece. At Foster Village Corpus Christi, we have several different avenues. We have moms groups, we have family days. We have a partnership right now with Art Museum. So we've done a couple different foster family days. We're about to do some teen programs. I'll talk to y'all about our teens, which is a huge need. The connection piece really brings those people together. If a bio mom comes to us and says, I need support, I have my kids back, but I'm just lacking that mentorship, we can connect her with another bio mom that's gotten her kids back. We can connect her with a therapeutic care specialist in Austin by Zoom, and she can come in and get some tools. The community aspect, the name alone, Foster Village, I know with just my 2 bio kids, it took a village of help, and I'm sure y'all all feel the same. It is a village of support that comes around these people. In the state of Texas, kinship does not get any reimbursement from the state. So we're talking about several children going to a grandma or an aunt or an uncle with no extra support whatsoever. A foster parent gets a little bit. And so that's a huge need that we serve in our community. We want them to have that pressure taken off of their backs and thank them for keeping a family together. So the last thing that we do is that we're an advocate. We're an advocate for the kid. We're going to be an advocate for the foster family, for that foster mom who says, I've never done this, what am I doing? And that was me. I was so thankful to be able to go once a month and have coffee with ladies that I could say, has this ever happened to y'all with a caseworker? What do y'all do in this situation? I needed to have a safe place to ask those questions and have that fellowship. We are in the process of starting a dad's group. I'm really pushing my husband to lead that. And it's just a way to show that there is community in a time that can be hard. The other thing I love are our family events where all these kids come together. Children did not ask to be put in the foster care system. They deserve all the dignity that we can give them. And it's such a blessing to be able to host these things to our community. We are having a fall event next weekend where we've been doing a gently used coat drive, and I can't wait to get everybody coats. HEB's partnered with us, so we're giving everybody turkey vouchers and gift cards. It's just so cool, but the most fun is just seeing those kids in an environment of safety and love, just being kids. The best thing about our Corpus location is that we have a full resource center. Our resource center is a home, and that's what we want. We want a home-like environment. So right now we can do a visit, basically what a visit is they have a visit either weekly, monthly with a bio parent. That foster parent can come in and drop the kid off to a caseworker. They can sit there in a home-like environment. We have a playroom, we have snacks, we have an outdoor area. Y'all can see the pictures right here, and y'all can come up and look. I didn't realize how small they were until I got in this big space. So please feel free to come look after this. The most important thing is, in a situation like that, you don't want the child to feel scared. Having a home-like environment and a playroom is such a gift. You don't want the foster parent to feel scared, or the bio parent. You want it to feel natural and comfortable. So having this space allows that, and it is such a blessing. So we have, I'm just gonna walk up here so y'all can see, we have a full playroom, and anything here the kids can take. So any toy that they see, they can take. We take gently used and new toys. We do different toy drives throughout the year, which is really incredible. We want them, if they love something, to take it with them. You'll also see our bedrooms in this house have been turned into storefronts. A foster parent at any point can come in and shop, and so can that kid. I'm gonna share a story with you about my second placement. I got the call at 4:30 in the morning, and I decided that I wasn't gonna wake my husband up, but I knew that we were supposed to take him. It was just a God thing. They were at my house at 7:30. My husband was up then and knew they were coming. And we got a 3- and 4-year-old little boy. She did not have shoes on. I did not have car seats. I did not know where they were going to sleep. And within 30 minutes of them being there, I had 2 brand new car seats on my front porch. And I put them in the car, and we went to Foster Village. We got them on October the 1st. And this is Dripping Springs, so it's a little cooler, but it's hot. And our little girl immediately went into the girl room and picked out a faux fur Old Navy vest that she wore for 4 days. But that gave her so much confidence. Our little boy loved red. He went and picked out a Lightning McQueen shirt. It gave them dignity in that situation, and it truly, to me, opened my eyes. allowing them to feel safe and in some kind of control in a really out of control time is an amazing thing. And this whole operation is done by the community's generosity. So that to me is always something that just takes my breath away. Many of these things are gently used. I constantly look at my crew and say, oh my gosh, you wore that once and you've outgrown it. It's such an easy way to give things that are still in great value, and they're treasures to these kids. So another thing that we offer at the Resource Center is we have a space. If they need any kind of therapy, if they need a computer, one of our big, this kind of segues into my last little thing to say is, one of our big groups that we are reaching out to are our teens. We have an incredible state that says if you are in foster care for 24 hours, you can go to a state school for free. Unfortunately, our kids don't have enough support to have help getting to that step. So we can offer it there, and we have found some incredible resources to help them get there. So any of our kids that need anything can come use our computer, our printer. They can come do a training. They can do their homework. Many of the kids in my home, we used to drive right by the foster village in Austin, and they would say, can we just stop for a minute? They have a great playground. It was a safe space. And that was so comforting to me to know that they wanted to go there. It was a fun, loved place. And so that's really what we've tried to do in Corpus. It's been a year. January, we opened our doors to the Resource Center, and we have done so much fun stuff. That's the other, it's fun when you see these kids being surrounded with love and support, and these foster parents and grandmas and grandpas and caseworkers and child placing agencies. Everybody in Corpus is super amazing and works together. That has been so fun about moving back. I'm going to give y'all an example of one of our programs that we did. We did a back to school kickoff, and we really focused on our teens. So teens in foster care are sometimes overlooked. We want to end that. They need to be noticed just as much or more because they're about to make that next step. And how do we support them getting to that next step? So one of the things I loved is that all the different groups in Corpus, CASA, which we love, Foster Angels, which we love, the child placing agencies, and our group all came together, and we all took different aspects of what back to school meant. Clear backpacks, shoes, school supplies, and so we got tasked with preteen and teen shoes. We partnered with Humble Physical Therapy and Fleet Feet, and our kids got to go to Fleet Feet and pick out shoes. Heidi, my number 2 over here, she's my number 2 in command. We anticipated about 15 pairs going out. We gave away 52 pairs of shoes. But one of the things I took away that day was that these kids had never been able to choose their shoes. Even in foster care, I think they're in a situation a lot of times where somebody says, you're a size 6, here's your pair. There was a little girl sitting there, and she just tried on several shoes, and I finally said, do you like those? And she said, not really. I said, what do you like? And she said, I like purple. So I looked at the lady and said, do you guys have any purple shoes? And she walked out that day with the shoes she wanted. Another thing that was crazy about Fleet Feet was that they fitted these kids to the right pair of shoes, and those children had never had that experience. We have several of our teens that are athletes, and they got a really good shoe. It was such a gift. So I try to reiterate, being back in Corpus and the community that has wrapped around us has been such a gift. And I also love that there is a huge need in foster care, and everybody works together here. It's an amazing feeling when you see all these needs being met for all these kiddos. Do you guys have any questions for me? Yes, ma'am. So our resource center is located on Santa Fe. It's 3610 Santa Fe. Yes, ma'am. And also, in each of y'all's baskets, you're going to get a sticker. So please put your sticker somewhere that people see it. And then you're going to also get our pamphlet. And our pamphlet has my email on the back. Please email me. One of the great things about Foster Village is that I will come pick them up. We are so thankful for any donations. I will come pick them up. I will come drop them off. We want to make it easy on you, and we appreciate your help so much. I appreciate your time for letting me speak. I hope that you got to see a little glimpse of what we are, and I hope that you'll keep watching us. We are young, we are growing, but I love what I do. I love getting to share my story. This place really changed my whole world, and I'm so happy to be able to bring it to Corpus and share it with you. And the last thing is ways you can help. You can help by donating gently used stuff. We have a bio mom who's currently looking for used pots and pans. Anything is a gift to people that don't have things. So we are so happy. We also have volunteer opportunities. If you like to come sort clothes, we get really beautiful donations. And sometimes they come in 25 bags at a time. And so we are really thankful for all the help that we can get. The last thing I want to say, because she's here, is the name is Foster Village Corpus Christi. I am so lucky to have a village of support. I hope that that is one of the missions of Foster Village, and we can give that to others. I'm so lucky to have my mother-in-law here today, who's my support, and Heidi, and it's so nice to speak to all of you. Thank you very much.